So this is Relaxed Teams. We meet every Wednesday virtually as a group to promote and share and grow each other's business. So today we have a great featured presenter that we're going to be hearing from. But before we do that, we start every live stream with shout outs from individuals. So if people want to give a shout out to any other members of the team, feel free to do that now.
I'd like to give a shout out to Randy from M&T Bank. I was in a fortunate position to have a little bit of money that I needed to park somewhere, and he brought me some programs that were just fabulous. I could spend at least another 5 minutes explaining these programs to you, but if you're looking for some banking advice, I would highly recommend Randy.
Excellent. Anyone else? Does anyone else have any shout outs before we move on to our featured speaker? All right. So without any further ado, Caitlin, we will turn it over to you. Do you, you should have the ability to share a screen if you want to, otherwise we'll make sure that we move it to screen.
Of course, I shared the wrong screen. Why is it not working?
You're coming up. There you go. You were coming
you
up.
See the Caitlin Schaller, or you see the Guaranteed Rate Foundation?
We see the overview.
Okay, sorry guys. Okay, so my name is Caitlin Schaller. I'm with Guaranteed Rate, and I'm just going to do a quick little overview, a little bit about myself, a little bit about Guaranteed Rates. Since I am new to the team here, I know that I haven't had a chance to have a lot of one-on-ones with everybody, so that's something I'm going to work on and reaching out. But a little quick overview. So, okay. So a little bit about me. I've been with Guaranteed Rate for 8 years. I'm a newlywed. I am a new homeowner. I am a women's rugby player, and I am a hiker. I love being with Guaranteed Rate for the last 8 years. I started out and I've been with the same team for the last 8 years as well. I really enjoy the company. I really enjoy the environment that the company provides and the opportunity that the company has provided to me. So a little bit about Guaranteed Rate. We're the top 3 mortgage lender in the United States. One of the reasons that we are top 3 is because we provide really low rates, great products, and fair fees. Our technology is awesome. It's very, very user-friendly. There's a lot of options to look at rates, look at monthly payments, see what the value of your home is, but I'll get into that a little bit. And our customer service is really important. It's important that the client, the borrower, feels comfortable. It is a huge, huge thing to purchase a house. Whether you're purchasing your second house, your third house, or your first house, it's still a big investment. You know, if you bought a house 10 years ago, the process has completely changed from buying a house now. You know, throw COVID into the mix and the guidelines have changed, the process has changed, you know, our technology has changed. So I really take pride, and so does my company, in making sure that the borrower understands exactly what's happening, what the next steps are, what their monthly payments are going to be, you know, what their rate is, what the fees are, so that when they come to that closing table, there's no surprises. So why work with Guaranteed Rate? We have a fast and transparent mortgage process. My team has closed loans in 14 days. Is that the norm? No. But can it be done? Yes. We have in-house underwriting and closing. So we underwrite and fund the loan here at Guaranteed Rate. Our turn times are 24 to 48 hours. And what that means is once we've gathered all of your documents, we put it into the underwriter. They're the ones that are dotting the I's, crossing the T's, making sure that everything is per guidelines. And we have a quick turn time for that. So there's no, you know, not too much waiting or you know, hesitation of, are we approved? Are we approved? We have full product offering with top lending institutions. So what that means is we have about 50 different lenders that we are able to go to look for rates and to look for programs. So if there's a, you know, I'm going to say kind of a quirky thing about your file, you know, we're able to reach out to many different products to make sure that we can help you. All of our FHA loans are in-house. We can do FHA, Fannie, Freddie condos in-house. We have a full renovation department. One of the things that I was talking about in our breakout room today was, with COVID, with people being home, people wanted to redo their office in the house, or, all right, I love where my house is, but I need to expand it a little bit. You would come talk to me. We'd be able to get some renovation loans going for you so that you can finance all of that. We could do USA, USDA, VA loans, jumbo financing. And then, so the tools that I was talking about, the awesome technology that we have, this is actually one of my favorite sites. It's called GR Affordable. And what this does is it gives a borrower kind of like the full picture of what's happening when they're buying a home. Somebody might say, well, what's the scenario if I want to buy a single family versus two family? Well, not that I'm ever pushing a client away, or I would never sit down and do that breakout with them. I do encourage the borrowers to go to this site because it gives all of those options that they're looking for. They can see the difference, what it would look like in rate and payment and down payment for a condo or a single family or a 2-unit. Maybe you're toying with the idea of, okay, I want to buy a house, but I want to make it an investment. I want to have a 2-unit. Like, what does that actually do for me for payment and such? So this site gives you that opportunity to play with all of the different scenarios. It'll ask you for a little bit of information, of course, what's your estimated credit score, what's your estimated down payment, but you can go through all of the different scenarios just so you have a little bit of understanding as to what, the home buying situation is. So the digital mortgage is really, really great. I always have a conversation with my clients first. I make sure that all of their questions are answered. And then what we do is we get them to the online site. That's where they input all of their information. We need 2 years work history. We need 2-year residence history. We run their credit. They input if they already own a second home. They input all of their information. And then that gives me the opportunity then to review everything and be able to issue their pre-approval letter. So just kind of briefly, what are the steps to get a mortgage? So we're going to apply for the loan with our digital mortgage and get pre-approved. Basically just kind of went through that. It really is just as simple as going to our online site, providing me with the information I need. We need some simple documents. Of course, we need to verify everything. And not that I think that anybody is a liar by any means, but sometimes we're human. We put an extra 0 in, we put an extra 1 in somewhere. We want to make sure that these numbers that I'm reviewing are accurate. So I always ask for the 2 months of pay stubs. We want to verify your income, tax returns, and the assets. We want to make sure that there's enough money in your account or where the money is coming from. Are you getting a gift? Do you have a second home? Do you have an investment property already? Are you buying a 2 or 3 unit? We need reserves. So these are all things that we discuss up front with the pre-approval to make sure that there are no surprises that kind of pop up through the process. So then once you're pre-approved, you're going to go ahead and you're going to go out with your realtor, hook up with Erin here on our team. And we're going to find you that house. She's going to go out. She's going to take you to show the houses. I would have already had a conversation with the borrower about what their max pre-approval is, what their max purchase price is, what they're thinking of for their percent down, what their monthly payment is. And then, the realtor, the borrower, and I have that same conversation so that when, Erin's taking them out, looking at the houses, we're all on the same page. Once they have found that house that they want to put the offer in, I like to do a pre-approval that's specific to that property. So if they're putting an offer in for $500,000 to 123 Main Street, my pre-approval will say $500,000, 123 Main Street. It's not going to be generic. It's not going to say the max that you're pre-approved for is actually 800. It will be specific so that we can make sure that the people seeing it only see the information that they need. So you have put in your pre-approval and Erin's done a killer job. And so you have the signed contract. So then what we go ahead and do is once we have the signed contract, you come back to me. And what we do is we're going to lock in your rate. So throughout the whole process, I do discuss rates because it is part of qualifying. Now, if I talk to a borrower and then a month goes by and they haven't purchased a house, there's a chance rates have changed. I can't lock a rate until we have the sales contract, but I will do everything that I can to make sure that they get the best and the lowest rate, to make sure that if they're interested in the 30-year fix, that they get the 30-year fix. You know, maybe we talked about this as a starter home, it's just a condo. They don't feel they're going to be in, the property that long. So we talk about maybe an adjustable rate for them. So then once we have the contract, we lock the rates. And then we have all of those documents up front already, right? That I gathered. We have the W-2s, we have the pay stubs, we have the tax returns. We gather all of that and the processor puts that into underwriting. So behind the scenes, we're ordering the appraisal with the realtor, we're ordering title with the attorney. We're doing everything that we need to internally, put all of that into underwriting, and then we get the conditional approval. That basically just means that Guaranteed Rate has committed to purchasing this loan, selling this loan, getting you the funds that you need for closing so that you can move into that awesome house that you just got. And then, so once you're,
Caitlin, final minute,
Okay.
Final minute to wrap up.
Okay, yeah. So that last step. So we go to the closing table. So you're in underwriting, you're out of underwriting. We have signed the CD. Erin's taken you on your walkthrough and you get to that table and you close the deal. So in short, that's the process of getting a loan. I have a conversation up front with the borrowers. I have a conversation about the whole process with the borrowers, answer any of all their questions. And there we go.
Excellent. Great job. Anyone have any questions?
I do.
Sure.
Where are the rates today, and is there a trend? Are they fluctuating, or what's going
So
on?
the rates have been pretty crazy. They are fluctuating. They're still historically low. 30-year fix, we're looking in the low threes. I'm seeing them kind of from 2.875 to 3.125, just depending on the specific scenario, but they're still, significantly low.
I have a question. How do you go about qualifying somebody who is a commission-only earner?
Oh yeah, so that's easy. So there's just a few questions that I would ask that person. So if you're commission only, in order to use that commission only income, we would need to have a 2-year history of it. And then I take a look at your tax returns. With COVID, the guidelines have changed a little bit. So self-employed borrowers, we do need a profit and loss and their business bank statements. But if they don't have business bank statements, then we just compare their personal bank statements to the profit and loss, and I review their tax return. So it's essentially a 2-year history and then kind of a review of their current status in the business.
Excellent. And I have a question for you. As far as the, if you want to pay down the mortgage a little bit early with the accelerated multi-pay, does that have to be predefined in the mortgage ahead of time? Or can the person just make the multi-payments?
Yeah, no, absolutely. They can definitely make the multi-payment. So if you, you feel comfortable taking the 30-year because you like that monthly payment, you feel secure in that, but every once in a while you get a nice little bonus and you want to pay it towards the principal, or, you tack on a few extra $100 to each monthly payment to bring that amortization down. There's no prepayment penalty or anything. You can do that.
And even if you do it like bi-weekly or weekly?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Excellent. Great. Well, with that, we will transfer over and get rolling on with our thing. And we'll make sure that everyone's seeing the slide deck. Excellent. So we do have some open spots available. Everyone, we are welcome visitors, any visitor in any space, even if there is someone currently in the team in that role, we can have a visitor in any space. Feel free to visit. These are roles that we currently have. You do not need to be in one of these roles to join teams. You just need to not be in the exact space that someone else who's already a team member is in. But these are all areas where people have been successful. So looking through, that is some of them. Well, with that said, we'll get into running down current team members. So to start it off, my name is Dennis Harabin. I'm with Relax Tax. and we specialize in helping you to retain more of what you earn. So what retaining more of what you earn means, it's not about just putting money away and putting it into a bank account or something. It's really about having more money at the end of after each when you make your money, to have more money to do with what you want by retaining more and wasting less in taxes, insurance, and debt. So we also, one of the huge things on this, and probably don't stress it enough, is tax credits. By leveraging tax credits, you're actually letting the government pay those taxes for you. And the ability to leverage those tax credits is not something you're going to usually find by just plugging things into TurboTax. You need a plan, and we help you with that plan. Next up, we have Paul, who isn't here today. Give Paul a brief summary. Paul is a WordPress expert. He helps in creating people to have get their website found and to assure that their website is more than just brochureware, that it's a functional tool to help them grow their business. Next up, we have Lisa.
Hey, good morning. My name is Lisa DeVoren, and I am passionate about helping others find their health and wellness. I am associated with a plan called Wellness Your Way, which combines some changes to how you eat and what you eat that are super simple and work. So most people don't start because they think a plan is too hard, it's too expensive, or diets don't work. And I'm with you on that, but this plan is completely different. It's not expensive. It takes your health to a whole nother level before it's not too late to do that. And it's super easy to put these changes into place. So visit my website, stayhealthylivebetter.com, and I'd be happy to help you. Next up is Candido.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Candido Rodriguez. I'm a financial advisor with Northwestern Mutual. And what we do is help business owners and families bring those dreams, goals, and aspirations into a reality. We do that by helping them develop a financial plan that's personalized and that help them track how they're moving forward. And, life happens. So we make sure that the plan adapts and turns and adapts to whichever situation that you currently are. Looking at the future, we've all done some planning. We have mortgages, credit cards, student loans. So what we try to do is make sure to offload the financial bucket and make sure that everything it fits perfectly and it's working out for you. Candido Rodriguez. I think that next is Desiree.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Desiree Halleck, and I'm the owner of Clarence Services, which is a marketing agency for startups and small businesses. And we teach our clients that they don't have to boil the ocean to have an effective marketing plan to grow their businesses. We do anything from email marketing, lead nurturing campaigns, videos, blogs, and we build websites, and we do fractional chief marketing officer services. If you want to learn some tips about growing your business, you can check out 5-Minute Marketing with Clarence on YouTube or visit our website at clarenceservices.com. Next up is Jonas.
Jonas isn't here today. Jonas is the president of Access Commercial Doors. If you are in construction, building out, or site manager and need commercial doors, Jonas's team is dedicated timing, and they'll make sure that you have what you need when you need it. Next up, we have George.
Good morning. With Caring Transitions. If you've ever had the occasion to sell a home that you've lived in for a few years, or maybe helped a parent or friend, it is a monumental, overwhelming task. That house has to be emptied out of all its contents before it can go on the market. The realtor wants a house that's basically empty rooms. And that's what we do. We help you to sort through all your belongings, categorize them so we know what's going to be donated. We help with those donations. Items that have value, we run estate sales and auctions to help you sell off those items. And we help you with your packing. The only thing we don't do, we're not movers. We don't do the moving. So it's George at Caring Transitions. And next up is Rochelle.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Rochelle DiCrescenzo. I'm a physical therapist. My practice is The Healing Journey. I'm located in Clinton. And I help my patients live a pain-free, active lifestyle. And I do that through John Barnes' myofascial release. So in our bodies, we have a fascial system. It's a 3-dimensional connective tissue web that basically holds us all together. It connects our bones, our blood vessels, our nerves, our muscles, all the way down to the cellular level. It should glide and move freely so that we can do the things we need to do. But very often, because of accidents, injuries, surgeries, or even emotional traumas in our lives, we get restrictions in that fascial web that cause pain and dysfunction and a myriad of different symptoms that are very often missed by Western medicine. So I partner with my patients to really look at the whole person, body, mind, and spirit. And up next is Tracy.
Good morning, everybody. Tracy Spiaggia with Slingshot Health Coaching. I'm a functional nutrition and lifestyle practitioner, national board certified health and wellness coach, and Amen Clinic brain health specialist. I work with individuals and families experiencing mental health challenges. I come alongside the individual and hopefully the entire family unit to try to get to root cause resolution, as opposed to just covering symptoms with pharmaceuticals and relying exclusively on talk therapy. I add to that those existing therapies, the biological component, that understanding that the brain is as much a material organ as the rest of the body and has its own material needs. So I train them up how to live a gut and brain healthy lifestyle while helping them implement some tools to calm the nervous system and experience better mental health. You can find me at slingshothc.com. And up next is Randy.
Randy isn't here today, but you heard George talk, or he was here, he had to leave. But Randy is so committed to his customers. You heard George speak of them earlier, has wonderful options, wonderful banking scenarios for you. Next up, we have Genie.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Genie Asante, and I do have a company that's been in existence since 1988. And it is I Dream of Genie. It is a combination of a lot of companies. And I'm excited about the fact that I not only found, but I run all these companies all at the same time. I'm going to highlight today identity theft protection. And the reason that I'm going to do that is because every day now we're starting to hear even more how big companies, huge companies are being hacked. And not only is it the company itself that's being hacked and that the things in their company and their computers are being compromised, but anyone who does business with them in a small way or in any way, even with an affiliated company, is also susceptible to that hack. Don't be susceptible to the hack. Call Genie Asante. Next up, Anthony. Or Jake, sorry.
Jake is up.
No worries, guys. Good morning, everyone. Jake Miola, Jake of all trades. Today, we're focusing on Legal Shield. Everyone knows that the last line of the Pledge of Allegiance is justice for all. But unfortunately, sometimes in this country, it doesn't seem that everyone has the same access to their rights or even understands their rights. So Legal Shield's mission is to help many individuals, including the minority communities, make sure they have access to their rights, especially in situations of being pulled over on the road. It can be a scary time, especially for certain demographics. The emergency line allows you to, when you're being pulled over, call directly and be online with a lawyer when you get pulled over, so they'll talk to the police for you. If you have more questions and want to learn more, go to jakeofalltrades.info. Next up is Anthony.
Hey, good morning, everyone. My name is Anthony Guzman. I'm a risk management consultant and an insurance producer. I focus on small businesses, helping them get capital efficient insurance using holistic risk management. What we essentially do, we focus on the small business, local business owners and emerging companies that are looking to either improve their bottom lines or create a risk management solution to help their business grow. We are seeing increases coming down the pipeline on commercial insurance, somewhere between 10 and 20%. We do have programs available to mitigate the risk and also keep the premiums down. If you know a business owner that's either maturing up or scaling up or down. Last thing, if you know a business either scaling up or down or maturing, have them reach out to me, have a sit down with me. I would love to meet them and see if we have a solution for them. Next up is Jonathan.
Hey, thanks, Anthony. I'll make up for that overage time. My name is Jonathan with Business Owner Browser. My goal is to save you time, save you money, and help increase your revenue. And I do that by understanding your people, your processes, your products, your technology, and bringing all of those together in a form of automation so that you can spend more time doing the things that you love in your business. You can find efficiencies. We are also masters at showing you the art of the possible. Because we've worked with so many small businesses, we've seen automations and workflows out there, which we bring to the table. We show you. So work with us. We'll understand your business. We'll show you how to improve your processes, automation, all in the effort to save you time and make you more money. Next up is Erin.
Hey guys, good morning. I'm Erin Myers. I'm with Keller Williams. I do residential real estate, but I was just talking in our breakout groups how I've been growing my list of clients that are real estate investors as well. So if you or anybody you know is interested or wants to learn more about investing in real estate and know what kind of the options are and the program that I offer, let me know. I'd be happy to have a chat and send some properties over for you to look at or have a conversation with somebody that might be interested in something like that. So if you know anybody or if you are interested, you can always reach me at the number there on the screen. And next up is Chris.
Thanks, Erin. Good morning. Chris Nichols. I'm with Stonehill Financial. I'm a financial advisor, and we work with households, small businesses, individuals on various financial planning strategies. We're advocates and really help develop plans such as retirement or college planning. Certainly a lot of conversations more recently about tax planning, tax minimization strategies. And we also work on the other side of the fence where we help households and clients certainly protect their assets and income with life insurance, disability, and long-term care solutions. We are advocates for our clients. We work in their best interest and we are independent. And when we do plans, it's really built on flexibility because we don't know the future, but we do know the future will change. Again, Chris Nichols, financial advisor, Stonehill Financial. Next up is Robert.
Robert isn't here today. Robert is a public adjuster. And as a public adjuster, he is licensed and is a free service where he makes sure that you're getting that the insurance companies, it's an even playing field with you. So if you have a claim, before you make a claim, you want to talk to Robert and make it with Robert. Next up, we have Chris. Chris was here earlier. Looks like he had to jump for one of his board meetings. Chris and his on the bus training helps you to really understand. He does virtual trade shows. He has a networking group on Thursdays. Bang. If you go out to onthebus.biz, you'll find out all about Chris and his great services. Next up, Caitlin already has gone today. Danelle, I think she did mention that she had some contractors that actually were downstairs that needed her. So she is a personal trainer and exercise group instructor. She'll be able to help you as individuals or groups to make the most out of your personal training. Tim was not able to be here today. He is our videographer. You can check out on our homepage, relaxteams.com, some of his works. He's a 3-time award Emmy-winning videographer. Karen is not here today. Karen is a health and nutrition coach who helps with women heart health. And finally, we usually have a student ambassador from Project Scholarship. Project Scholarship is to help students go from classroom to career with less debt. It's for students by students, and the purpose is to create, run projects in exchange for payments, and so that they can make education free by learning and doing real world work in the process. And with that, that is the end of today's stream. So want to thank everyone for attending. Feel free to join us every week, any week.